I knew it was going to burn, but I didn't do anything about it. When I start talking, I do stupid things. It is another day. Today is Thursday, December 21st, and it's about 11:30, just before 11:30. I am currently in the process of trying to make a wholesale order for glass cans. So I've got 3 of them taped up and ready to go. It is my Plant Pals design. I'm really excited. So this business got an amazing deal through Faire for these glass cans. I'm gonna turn on the heat press while I am talking so that can get nice and toasty. This is a new heat press, a newer one. My other one, I have a new element, the heating element coming. This is the old heating element, and after a while, do you see all those like bubbles and streaks? That's what happens when it gets used and used and used and used. It starts to do that, and then it doesn't press well, so they have to be replaced after a certain period of time. So I found one on Amazon. I believe this is a 30-ounce tumbler press because it's so long. It's like, I think 9.6 inches long. So I ordered a new one off Amazon so I can put it in my trusty tumbler press that I've had since I started the tumbler press journey. But I did get an extra just so that when I have really high production times, I can run 2 at the same time. So this is a different model than my previous one. It works really well. It heats up really quickly, which is nice, but because it runs so hot, the timing is different than my old or my other heat press. So if you're not careful, this is what a finished glass can is supposed to look like, if it'll focus. It's beautiful. You can see the colors really well. This is what happens when you burn it. It kind of has a orangey brown hue. So you can see the difference when you burn something. So I'm going to attempt to make these in this really high performing heat press and not get a bunch of these. So this was just done way too long. And the reason why I knew it was going to burn, but I didn't do anything about it, is because when I took the paper off of the one that came out really well, there was still so much ink on the paper that I thought, well, maybe if I press it longer, it'll come out more vibrant on the cup. That's just the nature of the beast. Glass cans, this is a frosted glass can, so you can see them a lot better than if it was a clear glass can. That's just how it is. They're not opaque. They are slightly transparent. So I purposefully let this one go longer to see if I could get more ink on it, and didn't turn out so well. So this is a seconds, and I usually do some seconds sales over on Instagram. And at the beginning of the new year, I'm going to be doing a huge seconds sale plus an inventory blowout clear out. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do so you don't miss out. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in, turn it on, and then I'm going to finish taping up these other 2 glass cans and get this wholesale order out the door. And it looks like that heat press already has a spot on it too, on the heating element. How long are these supposed to last? Because I've had my other one for a really long time. And I pressed a tumbler on this one yesterday, and it turned out beautifully. So hopefully it's okay. I have this at 365 degrees. I do 120 seconds, rotate it, and then I do another 120 seconds. So hopefully that is enough time and a high enough temperature at 365. Whoops, I put it at 385. Mistake number one. 385 is what I do my mugs, but the glass can is actually supposed to be 365. So I'm gonna turn the temperature back down midway. Oh, it's not gonna let me? It's not gonna let me turn it down right now. Maybe when I open it to turn it, but now the timer, I just royally messed that up. That's okay, the timer is not going now. So yeah, when I did that, the timer stopped. So this one is probably already messed up. I did make an extra to test this out just for this reason. So I'm gonna turn the temp down now to 365. And then we're gonna rotate it. And do another 120 and hope that this one turns out. And also normally what I like to do is I have my heat press here and I usually swing it open so that I can put the finished pressed items on the platen here because it's a heat resistant surface. So, but that's what I normally do. I set them up here to cool and then I bring them back over here to package. Yep. Okay, moment of truth, you guys. Some of them are a little bit light, especially on the bottom. Some of them, this might be my new seconds. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare, but it's incomplete right there. This one's better, so I'm gonna keep that one as my seconds and I'll send this one out. These glass cans are still a big work in progress as I make sure to test them out, see what the limits are. They're definitely not dishwasher safe. I did learn that because I put one of my good ones that isn't a seconds. I should have done it on a seconds, but I tried one of my good ones in the dishwasher and it just ruined it. So these are not dishwasher safe. Usually sublimated items are fine, but it depends on the substrate. And this glass can, this coating on here to allow it to be sublimationable, is that a word? Just did not like the dishwasher. So hand wash only. They do come with glass straws and I do put the straws in the silverware rack of the dishwasher and that is just fine, but the more you know. I'm not sure if I should put the last two in at the same time until I see how these go. I think I'll take these out, see how they did, and then that will determine if I put two in at the same time again. I could definitely get two in my 30 ounce, but this one is shorter. This is probably about maybe 8 to 8.5 inches long, whereas the other one's about 9.5 inches long. All right, moment of truth. They look a little done. Oh, they're okay. Okay, they're okay. Ooh, slightly imperfect on the bottom of that one. I just did them too low because of the angle of the cup. But 2 at a time did work. And that time looks to be pretty good. Yeah, that one especially looks quite a bit lighter than this one. And both of these look a little bit lighter than this one. I'm wondering, I think these two burned a little bit. Possibly. I mean, they're not burn, but they're more done than I would like them to be. They're still super cute and nobody would probably ever know except for me. I'm putting the care instructions inside each can so that they know how to take care of it. Okay, battery's almost dead. Gonna swap that out, gonna let those cool, and then we'll pack the rest. Hey guys, my name is Melissa Tennyson and I'm the owner of 3milelaneco, and here is another Shop Small review crew. There's a couple things off my to-do list. I need to finish packing up this wholesale order so I can get that out the door either later today or tomorrow. And then I need to get to video editing. I have some editing to do for a client, I have some social media to do for a client, I have some editing to do for myself, and I'm gonna try and get all of that done. My son is at Grandma and Grandpa's today, so I have some time today into this evening and into tomorrow morning before he comes back. So I'm trying to cram as much as I can into this small period of time. So I'm going to turn my Christmas lo-fi music back on, get back to it, and let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So it's time for lunch. So I'm gonna come out here into the kitchen. So I just packaged up the wholesale order. I did a little time lapse of that for you. Let me put you up here, hold on. You are currently resting on top of my pile of presents that I need to wrap. I have a lot of wrapping to do, so. Because as I'm filming this, it is the 21st, which is before Christmas time. 21st? Yeah. So, you just saw me do a time lapse of packaging up that wholesale order, and I'm really happy with how it came out. I kind of snooped around on this business that it's going to, and they're a brand new business in Toledo, Ohio called The Plant House, and it looks like they just filed their LLC this month, at the beginning of this month, and they have a storefront. They're on Facebook and stuff, so really excited to kind of like snoop and follow them and see my products on their shelves. Like, I'm excited. I've had a few wholesale orders, but none that I could actually like find their online stores and see my products on their shelves. So, or find their social media and see my products on their shelves. So I'm really excited to kind of snoop a bit when they plan on opening. Okay, so for lunch today, it's gonna be pretty boring. I think I'm just gonna do a bologna sandwich. I've been really enjoying bologna. Don't at me. It's just, I don't know, there's something about it. I'm gonna have some bologna sandwich. I'm gonna have some chips, soda, water. Gotta get that water in. I had a massive headache yesterday, which was really bad. But I was kind of surprised. I woke up with the headache yesterday, but the day before that, I had drank so much water that day. Not like an excessive amount, but a good healthy amount for me, because I really like my Diet Coke. But I'm trying really hard to drink more water and keep myself hydrated. So we're gonna make a sandwich, and then we're gonna go back to the office, do some video editing, and if I have enough time towards the end of the day, I need to wrap some presents, and then I have a client coming over at 4 this afternoon to talk about a potential social media contract to do their social media marketing and possibly a virtual assistant type situation, and we'll see how that goes. So I want to try to tidy up the kitchen area a little bit before they get here. The living room is pretty good. I just need to wrap the presents. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some time to do that, but I really need to sit down and edit and do some more work. I'm trying to take advantage of as much time as possible while my son is at Grandma and Grandpa's house. So let's make a sandwich. Hello, welcome back to the videos. Today is Wednesday, December 27th. By the time you're watching this, it is definitely not anywhere close to that date, but I digress. As you can tell, I am feeling under the weather. We caught the flu over Christmas and spent all of Christmas in bed, just absolutely demolished. So my son and I are still trying to get over the sickness. My husband hasn't caught it yet, and hopefully he doesn't, but we'll see how that goes. Today I am working on some client work, but I'm also prepping
some wholesale orders. So this is my Plant Pals design. So I have 4 skinny tumblers to make and 4 glass cans to make with that pattern on it for a plant company. My second plant company in like a week that has ordered a wholesale order from me on Faire. So that's really exciting. And so I'm gonna get going on that. I thought I would just kind of show you the process again and just kind of like a really relaxed, chill, make some stuff with me kind of video. So I'm gonna go ahead and print them out, get them chopped up, do all that. Hope you enjoy this little relaxing work with me session. And I will come back around to revisit with you in a little bit. Because there's a lot of boxes. I've been sick, dealing with the flu. I'm trying to get this wholesale order out and feeling a little of energy coming through. Not much, but enough to get this going. I'm still really weak just because I still don't feel like eating anything, really. So trying to deal with that. But I'm working on 4 glass cans and 4 tumblers for my Plant Pals collection. And then I have a separate client mock-up or tester that I'm doing, sample I guess it's called. That's what's happening right now. So it's been a few days since the last time I started filming, and I can't remember if this order is a new order or if I had mentioned it before, but I think it's come in since the last time I filmed. So the other one is probably the one I was talking about. So if so, this is a new order. I don't know. My heat press I've had for my tumbler press. I've had for, I don't know, maybe a year? About a year. I think I got it, I can't remember if I got it when I was in Kansas or if I got it just before we left. The element, since I've been using it for about a year, was needing to be replaced. I went on to Amazon, as a small business owner does, and I looked for a replacement heat element for the heat press. Basically, this guy, this little thing here that screws into the machine. How do you know it's time to replace that? Well, you'll see bubbles forming on the heating element itself, and that's mostly, I think, caused by the heat that is being produced when there's nothing flat up against it. Usually it happens on the ends, and sometimes it can happen in the middle too if you do 2 at a time and you have a gap in the middle. After enough wear and heating up like that, it tends to kind of give out. I went on Amazon, found a replacement. The one for the actual machine that I'm using was like $80. And I think that was still even an off-brand, but it said it was compatible. The actual replacement that I should have purchased would have been like $80 or more. A new machine, I looked up the one that I have, and when I bought it, it was less expensive, of course. Everything's going up. Now it's like $100 more. So it does make sense not to replace the entire machine, just replace the heating element when you need to. The one I found was $40. It's the same size. However, it didn't have the screw holes in the correct places. So me having a resourceful husband as I do was able to make new holes for me so I could still use it. It was half the price. It's the exact same heating element, it's just the screw holes were in different places. So we are good to go with that now. So excited that I was able to save a little bit of money. And yeah, it looks like it works great. The other one was starting to also lose heat. When I would put in a blank, it would go down in temperature. Now glass does function differently than stainless steel, so I do expect the heat to dip with this new element on the stainless steel that I have to do. But so far with the glass, it hasn't dipped at all, but that could be another sign of wear. I'm gonna go ahead and get these tumblers made, the glass ones and the stainless steel, and then I'm going to package up this order. I have somebody coming to pick up the package to take to the post office for me so I can get it out the door today. And then I do have a lot of work to catch up on, but I'm still struggling, and it's the week between Christmas and New Year's, so everything is kind of like abyss, like it's just the week of a business, where everybody's just kind of like, do I want to work? Do I not want to work? Some people have to work, but as a small business owner and as a virtual assistant that helps clients, I kind of have that fine line in between. For myself, for my products, for my business, I can take as much time off as I want, but I just don't get paid for what I don't do. As a virtual assistant, I still have to do the work, but luckily I have some amazing clients who I have handpicked because I knew they would be amazing clients, and they're very lenient with me in terms of deadlines and if I need to take some time off because I'm sick. So I'm gonna wrap up this wholesale order, get it packaged, get it ready to go, and then I'll probably hang out on the couch. There's so much I want to do, but I think I'm going to take this downtime as an opportunity to reflect, plan, and figure out my goals for 2024. I've already done a little bit of mind mapping, and so now I need to sit down and kind of like put goals and actions to that. So that's my next step today. When I start talking, I do stupid things. So that's a seconds. This one I have already had made, so I think I can substitute that for that. This will be a seconds. I just need to make sure I don't do that same thing with the other cups. It's a fine line on these glass cans because you don't want to go too long or else it's going to burn and get discolored and distorted. But you need to go long enough where you don't have it not pressing at all.
I put them on the left.
Okay. Now pick up Peppa Pig and her family and put them back in your room.
I'm all finished.
Okay, now pick up your Pokeball, the top and the bottom, and put those back in your room.
I can't put them on top of the... I can't put them back together. I'm all finished.
And your clock goes in your room.
Can you get my nail clippers?
Yeah.
I got...
You have an owie?
Yeah.
Okay. Pick up your clock and then I'll help you with your owie, okay?
What is that?
Paper.
I bought it again.
Oh, thanks.
I did it, Mommy.
Good job.
That's all of it. That's all of it, Mommy.
Okay, good, yeah. I'll get your fingernail clippers in just a second.
And then I will have you roller.
And then you can borrow the roller.
I don't want that.
No. it's not one thing, it's another. Because the box that I have, the largest one, wouldn't fit all 8 items. So I have to Frankenstein a box and then put cardboard on top, which is fine, it's gonna work. So that's what I'm doing. And then as I'm getting ready to pack, I don't have the skinny tumbler care cards, or I ran out of the glass can care cards, so I had to make those. And then I didn't have any more thank you cards, so I have to stop and make those. So it's just, if you make to order and you don't get very many orders, so you don't have a lot on hand, it takes twice as long to get an order out because you have to stop and make everything. But it has advantages too. And obviously for me, those advantages outweigh the negatives. So we keep on keeping on with what we're doing. So I had to get creative, but there's the progress. Now I'm gonna put tape around all of the edges and then reinforce the top again. Minimal movement. That is what we want. Okay, she's ready for a label. Let's weigh her. 7 pounds, ½ ounce. It's actually, honestly, it's not that bad. And then we have to get a size. So let's come over to Faire and do that. Custom box. It's pretty custom. 7 pounds. We'll call it 1 ounce. Expected minimum package weight, 7 pounds. Am I good or am I good? All right, dims. Let's call it 13 by 13 by 10. So we're doing 13 by 13 by 10. Show options. FedEx ground is what they recommend, but I'm going with USPS ground advantage, which is just like 20 cents more, 13 cents more, 23 cents more, but we like USPS. And we are ready to ship. We're ready to ship it. Yay.
What did you say? What did you say?
Said I'm ready to ship my package. There it is.
Wow!
Woohoo.
Is it from the computer?
Woohoo!
Is it from the computer?
Yes, it's from the computer. Going to be on its way. Oh, I have a new review. Items were packaged great. Each cup came with its own little box, which will be nice for customers. We'll be ordering again. That's a review from the first person that ordered the plant cups.
Yes!
Yeah. Aw, that's wonderful.
Play in my room.
Yes, yes, we'll play in your room. Let me put this on and then I have to send a text message.
And then
All right. I am gonna go ahead and leave this here because it's probably already super long. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully the next time you hear from me, I'll be feeling a lot better. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Who are you saying bye?
I'm saying bye to YouTube. Can you say bye?